If you're like most people, you're like most governments. Even Rudd doesn't completely understand the Rudd plan for a federal takeover of state hospitals. The essence is this: the federal government collects most Australian taxes and doles out these GST payments to the states, which then spend the money on state-run hospitals. The Commonwealth wants to cut out the middleman, the states, and run the hospitals more or less directly. The other premiers are very suspicious. Not so South Australian Premier Mike Rann, who is not only very accepting of this offer, he's actually spruiking it. On national radio this morning, he urged Victorian Premier John Brumby to sign up to the federal deal, accusing Brumby of chest beating, like Tarzan, presumably. "Not me," said Rann, beating his own chest. "I'm not patron saint of lost causes," he said. He's obviously forgotten about the Victoria Park grandstand. In negotiations with the federal government, it pays to go under the radar and crack a deal, Rann advised the other premiers a few hours ago. Rann may not have seen the 2004 movie Under the Radar, about someone who takes two mentally impaired patients on a disastrous trip, but that's healthcare for you. Brumby this morning dared Rudd to hold a referendum and poo-poos Rann's approach, pointing out that the Commonwealth has already increased its offer since Rann first said he'd sign up for South Australia. And we might remember Rann's historic agreement between the Commonwealth and the states on the Murray River, which turned out to be an historic rort instead, and as much use as Neville Chamberlain's Peace in Our Time. The health ministers, premiers, Prime Minister and Federal Treasurer meet in Canberra on Monday. There may be an agreement. President Obama proved last night that anything is possible. And who was the patron saint of lost causes? St. Jude himself, one of the 12 apostles, whose master, the Gospels say, could cure the sick and raise the dead. Now that's healthcare.